I am the Elite Sun Goddess, the Goddess General, sharing my energetic signature with the globe. Divine Collective, as free thinkers, we take information, we process it as we analyze it and filter what we need and what we don't. Now, the Bible has great references, okay, and great allegories to consider along our path as we navigate forward. These stories are here to help us understand a lot of our path. Now, in Genesis 48, there's a story, and it's concerning the elderly patriarch Jacob, also named Israel, as he crosses his hands to bless his grandsons Ephraim and Manasseh. He places his right hand on the younger brother Ephraim and the left hand on the older firstborn Manasseh, deliberately giving the greater blessing to the younger. Now, there was a setup, and that was Joseph bringing his two sons, to his dying father, Jacob, positioning Manasseh, the firstborn, near Jacob's right hand, and Ephraim, the younger, near Jacob's left hand. So, in Jacob's dying hours, Joseph felt the need to be manipulative, okay? Because obviously he knew his father couldn't see very well and would mistake, okay, the one that was less favored for the one that should take the throne, okay? Now, that's important because it's important to know even in his weakest time, he was still able to be intuitive and cross, that's that X, okay, his hands to give the blessing to who deserved it, okay? That's very important. Now, the cross hands, when Jacob crosses his arms so that his favorite right hand rests on Ephraim instead, brought about an objection by Joseph, who tries to correct his father, saying the firstborn Manasseh should receive the right hand. Jacob refused, stating that he knows what he's doing because the younger brother will be greater than the older. So even though he may not have had natural sight, he still spiritually saw and knew, because it was part of a prophecy, because it was something that he knew within himself, that he needed to give that blessing to Ephraim, okay? Which brings me to Generation X. This is the demographic group born roughly from 1965 to 1980, following the baby boomers and preceding millennials, numbering around 65 million in the U.S. They are often called the middle child or forgotten generation because they are sandwiched between two larger populations, which are the baby boomers and the millennials. I would like to point out that most of us are the called out ones, the black sheeps, who are really the goats. Now, Generation X's connection to the esoteric involves a distinct turn toward alternative spirituality, occult pop culture, and independent metaphysical exploration during the 1980s and 1990s as a rejection of rigid institutional religion. Okay? This read is what's hidden that's being exposed, because we have the moon, and then we have the sun, which is the exposure, the illumination of a situation. We have judgment with chaos and confusion, the Two of Pentacles, and the Tyrant, which is the Empress in reverse. We got the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, that says rejection. The Nine of Cups in reverse, karmic debt, unhappy, stagnant. We have the moon, the Ten of Swords, which says all is well. The Seven of Wands, weak, no boundaries, and the Seven of Cups, options, spiritual evolution, and success. We also have, if you can see that, the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles again, but this says the rising phoenix. And then the Ace of Cups, you are the gift, the love from source. Now, Divine Collective, there are a group of baby boomers who grew up unhappily, emotionally, and felt rejected by their elders, that decided they would be a force of chaos and confusion as a hidden enemy to their own seeds, okay? This is what's being hidden, along with the ones that would rise through the betrayals, because we represent as Generation X alternative spirituality, occult pop culture, and independent metaphysical exploration. These baby boomers, who are your parents and possibly your grandparents for some, so take it how it resonates, felt as if whatever gifts and inheritances that their parents had should go to them, and secretly wanted to see the divine ones left out in the cold. But the Most High says, you are the rising phoenix and the gift from source, and it all belongs to the Divine Collective. Now, referring back to the story of Jacob, when Joseph objected and Jacob said he knew that Ephraim would be the greater. The same with your ancestors who left whatever inheritance is for you. They knew you would do the right thing because they knew the selfishness of the ones that came before you. You see, Divine Collective, you are fulfilling prophecy. And this is our justice to receive what belongs to us. And this is what's being exposed. I am the Elite Sun Goddess, the Goddess General. I am Master, and I Self Lord. Ashe, Alaseh.